Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the week 28, July the 11th through July the 17th weekly wrap up. Okay, I'm lazy. I'm lazy today. That's all it was. I candied some strawberries with the kiddo this afternoon or this morning sort of afternoon, and I got tired. So I decided to film in my room again for the weekend wrap up or weekly wrap up. This week has been okay. Got referred again to a got referred back to the ophthalmologist, neurology, ophthalmologist, something like that. But it's a double specialty clinic that's only held in one place. And now I'm waiting to see if I can get an appointment. So that's lots of fun, loads of fun going on there. It has been put into the record books that kiddo will be going to Florida at the beginning of August, so super excited about that. He'll be going all by himself, so that should be very entertaining for me. Mama letting his baby go for a whole entire week to Florida without her. That's going to be so much fun. I'll probably get a lot of reading done. This last time wasn't that bad, but he was with family last time, so the last week that, the beginning of the summer. So that should be entertaining. I did a lot of binge watching of Love Island, and that's about it. So, just a reminder, our book for this month is Blame It on the Champagne by Fiona Cole. Yes, Fiona Cole. And our meeting is going to be on Wednesday afternoon, evening time frame. I will post something. I will set up the meeting and then post it here for you guys as a reminder so that you guys can see that. So let's get into the books that I did read last week. And that book, the first book, started off the week with Reckless by Nicole Blanchard. Place this in contemporary light romantic suspense. Give it 3.5 stars. Give it 2 Steam fans. Read this as an arc. It was released last Sunday as well, and it's part of the Salvation Society. The connection is that our main female character works for Catherine in CJJ PR company, and then we have Griffin, who is a Marine turned movie star. So, he was the bad boy, and Phoebe, our main female character, was assigned to him. She is part of this family that Nicole has written up into a different series, what have you. So this is kind of like a new book in her series, but also a Salvation Society series book or Salvation Society, series book. I'm on the fence about this because there wasn't very much interaction between Catherine and CJJ, and sort of the way that Catherine handled the situation between Phoebe and Griffin. I was just like, I don't see Catherine. I don't know that Catherine would act like that. So that was really kind of off-putting. It just seemed like Catherine had a different personality than what I normally would see her as or saw her as in her books. So it was just kind of like, it just didn't really work for me. The next book that I finished was My Twist of Fortune, Green Family prequel by Piper Rayne. I place this in contemporary. I give it 4 stars, give it 2.5 Steam fans, and listen to it as an audiobook. This is a novella. This is the start of the Green Family. This is how sort of the setup book for the Green Family. You have Marla, who was a Alaska, I can't remember the town. But it was a town that she grew up in, and Hank, is the handyman. So when she moves back to town with her kids, because she caught her douche of a ex cheating on her, she moves back with her parents and with the kids and everything like that. Well, then while her parents are off on vacation, she's staying at her parents' house, and a water heater ends up breaking. Hank comes and is pretty much the town's handyman type thing. He has kids. Him and Marla had something back in the day, but she ended up choosing another green over Hank Green, and this is sort of where their story begins, and you get to find out, what happened between them. Did they rekindle what they had when they were in high school, even though they are older and they have families, or they've had families and things like that. Hank has lost his wife in a very sort of tragic way, and that affects the kids. So it's two families blending together, small town feel. I really enjoyed it. I liked how spicy it was, like right off the bat, but then the spice kind of goes away. For a novella, it wasn't like super spicy, but it really hits you in the face. It's like, boom, right there. Hello, we have sexual tension, and I was here for it. The next book that I finished was Relinquish by Alexia Chase. I'm placing this in romantic suspense. I give it 4 stars. I give it 4 Steam fans. Read this one as an ARC as well. This is part of Salvation Society. It is available for you. In this one, we have our connection of Mark and Charlie. Now, they have a kind of background kind of feel to them as well. But this one, I think, just kind of went a little too long. So this is another book that is being kind of spun into or off of the Salvation Society, but at the same time, this author, Alexia Chase, has a series as well that is based, and this is more about her series than it was about the Salvation series. So it was like, we got a glimpse of Mark and Charlie, but it wasn't like a full-fledged Mark and Charlie. So this story follows Lola, who is a senator's daughter, and she wanted to get out of the limelight of her father and moves to Kansas City. I believe that's where this one is set, and gets on with this security team that is similar to Cole Security, but it's not Cole Security. It's called Tristan Security, I think it is. But Cade is one of the specialists there, security specialists there, and is really good friends and former ranger. Yes, former ranger turned security operator, and they have attraction to each other, but Lola is younger, so there is an age gap here. And then it talks about undercover missions and finding out what's going on, and it was a really good story. I really enjoyed it, and I kind of want to go and read some more of Alexia Chase's books, but at the same time, it took a little too long for it to set up. It just felt like it dragged a little bit in the middle, and I could have done without some of the middle stuff. The next book that I finished was My Beautiful Neighbor, which is Green Family Number 1 by Piper Rayne, placing this in contemporary. Give this one 4.25 stars. Give it 3.5 Steam fans. Read it as an audiobook, and this one follows Cade and Presley. Cade is the oldest Green son, and I loved it. I loved it. So in the prequel book, you see Cade as a high schooler, and now he's all grown up, and he is dealing with some things and going through life, and ends up meeting Presley. Presley is part of the town, unbeknownst to everyone in the town. So when she shows up, it's like, why is she here? And they kind of have to keep, because of the secret that is being kept, they kind of have to keep their relationship under wraps. And I really enjoyed it. I loved the witty banter back and forth. And there are some secrets that are revealed as well. My next book that I finished was My Always One by Aleatha Romig. Placed this in contemporary. Give this one 4.5 stars. Give it 4 Steam fans. Read this as an arc. This book releases July the 27th, and I cannot wait for you guys to be able to read this book. If you have ever been on the fence to read an Aleatha Romig book based off of my recommendation, because I say they're dark romances or they're romantic suspense, things that are going on in them, this is one of her lighter side books. And I absolutely love her lighter side books because they're great introductions into the way that Aleatha writes, but with a lighter tone to them. And this is so much fun. This is a friends to lovers story, and I loved every single moment of it. You go from when they were teenagers all the way up until the present day, and I loved their connection. You just knew that they were going to be the ones that ended up together. It wasn't going to be a, best friend sort of letting go of the other best friend or anything like that. You knew that there was true love there from the get-go, and it just took our characters a little bit to see that, and I was here for that ride. It was fun, it was sweet, it was sassy, and there was even a little bit of a little twist in there, a Aleatha twist that I was here for as well. It wasn't as dark as her normal stuff, and it was just the perfect light side, and I was completely surprised by it because I actually ended up getting a copy of it in the mail, and then I received my art copy of it as well, so I was able to read it, pick it up, read it right away, and I was so here for it. So I was super excited about that. The next thing that I finished, and the last thing that I finished reading last week, was My Almost Ex, which is Green Family number 2 by Piper Rayne, places in contemporary. Give this one 3.5 stars. Give it 2.5 Steam fans, and listen to it as an audiobook. This is an amnesia story, and this is why I have such an issue with amnesia, because the twist of this is actually a content warning, because so many people are sensitive to pregnancy issues and fertility issues that, I mean, I hate it that I had to just spoil that for anyone that wants to read it, but at the same time, I feel obligated to let people know that that is a device that is used in here besides the amnesia, and yeah. So it was a huge bomb that was dropped at the end of My Beautiful Neighbor, that Adam and Lucy, because Adam plays a big part in My Beautiful Neighbor as well, but Adam and Lucy are the couple of the Greens that thought they were going to be together forever. They were high school sweethearts, and then one day Lucy just up and leaves. So in My Beautiful Neighbor, you know that Adam is like grieving and he can't get out of the hole for it. Well, in My Almost Ex, he is finally kind of getting back into life, but a bomb is dropped that Lucy is back and she has amnesia. And the last thing that she remembers is that her and Adam were happy together. So you spend this entire book sort of figuring out where they were, where they came from, and how they got to where they were. And I just kind of felt like some of the things that they were hinting at for the amnesia plot line, or with the amnesia plot line, I think could have been better, I guess, turned if it had been something other than the pregnancy and fertility issues that come up. So yeah, there's that. So what am I currently reading? I am currently reading The Dating Playbook, which is Boyfriend Project number 2 by Farrah Rochon, and Jett, which is Nighthawks number 4 by Lisa Lang Blakeney. I will be reading Blame It on the Champagne, as well as the other books that were up for choice for our buddy read as well, which, just a reminder, will be our buddy Zoom meeting is going to be on Wednesday, probably about 6 o'clock, and I will nail down that number. No, I think I want to do it a little bit earlier than that, just because 6 o'clock is usually when I am cooking dinner in between. But then Wednesday is our eat out night as well. So I will figure all that out and put it in the messages or in our description box as well, to let you guys know that. But other than that, that is all that's been going on with me. Those are the books that I'm reading. I'm finally out of this slump. Super excited about that. I forgot to say in the beginning of the video that I got book mail. So I'll show you guys those books right now. And like I said, I got a copy of my Always One by Alexia Romig. This was a huge surprise when I got it in the mail last week, and I was super excited to get it. So I was so glad that I got it on e-copy, so that I could turn it, so that I could read it and drop everything. I purchased a copy of Thirst Trap by Shel Sloan. And if you don't know, she is an author that I read for the first time with a Salvation Society book. And then I found out that she was on TikTok. She does thirst traps, and that inspired her to write this little novella right here. Super excited to jump into that. Max Monroe and their publishing company sent me a copy of Grumpy Cowboy, as well as Best Friends Don't Kiss. So super excited to have both of those books to check out. I think these are art copies. These may not be arts. Let's see. When do these come out? Yeah, this says 2020 and we're in 2021. So I'm thinking they're already out, just that the audiobooks haven't come out yet. And then I also received Out of the Blue by Catherine Nolan. This is a bodyguard romance, and I'm all for a bodyguard romance. Then I received my package from Fabiola Francisco, who lives out of the United States and only does signed books once a year. And I'm super excited to have my collection completed for the Love in Everton series by collecting the rest of the books. This is number 6, and that is Then I Met You. Book number 7 is My Way to You. We have a spin-off book, which is The Right Kind of Wrong. We have a little novella from the Rebel Desire series that was spun off as well as extended, and that is Because of You. I have book number 4 from the Love in Everton series, Make You Mine. And then finally, I have book number 5, which is You Make It Easy, for the Love in Everton series as well. So that is all the book mail that I received this week. Super excited for that. Are there any books that I need to elaborate on? Let me know down in our comment section. Are you excited for the 4 books that I have not read? If so, let me know which one down in the comment section. And I will see you guys at our Zoom meeting on Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Bye.